Hey students from around the world, it's Jerremy Alexander Newsome with, of course, Real Life Trading. I hope you're doing absolutely majestically amazing. It is indeed Friday! Woo! It's here! And this is your real life stock review. If we hop over to reallifetrading.com, I didn't get any requests for today's real life stock review. But if you want to request it in the future, feel free to hop over to our Facebook page and just post what you would like to look at. So what I'm going to do is what I often do. I will just simply hop over to Stock Twits and pull up some stocks and see what everyone else is talking about and review some of those. And I figured also, why not? We might as well hop into the DIA and the Dow and kind of talk about what the market did today. And realistically, looking at the DIA and a few other market stocks, is the market gapped up today really nicely after Wednesday's FOMC meeting. And as you guys know, we've been bullish and been talking about bullish trades for quite a long time at Real Life Trading. And today, this pure candle is just honestly profit taking, 100% profit taking. I mean, this giant, immaculate bullish move has gone on very, very long. And today's gap up, today's black candle is just purely profit taking. So my thought process is, this is a retest gap, and we could pull back into this, rest for a little bit, let the moving averages catch up and continue up. But the RSI on the DIA is quite high. And that being the case, I think it's good that we're having the holidays come up so that we can rest a little bit and kind of discuss and talk about what we could do and how things could move. So I'm actually going to delete this chart. Didn't want to do that. So I'll pull up the SPY so you guys have an idea of what the SPY looks like whenever TradingView wants to behave. And we'll look at these three as well. ABBV, TLT, a few others, the stocks that gapped this morning. Let's go pull up load. SPY. So here's the SPY. Let's check it out. And on the SPY, same kind of thing. I'll pull up the QQQs and the IWM as well. QQQs. I did order some new RAM recently, so I'm excited about that because my computer is getting bogged down. It's like, help me, Jeremy makes me do too much. That's what it says to me pretty often. So these market indices are in ETFs, the SPY. Again, very, very similar, right? We've been nice and bullish. We've been in the trades for a while. We've been bullish, and this gap up with this kind of volume, definitely retest gap, definitely profit taking. This is without question not the time to buy, at least yet. Let it pull back, let it rest, and let it bounce, right? Buy the bounce. The RSI on the SPY is at an 81. It's actually kind of comical how high it is. So coming into the holidays, I would love a rest. Let it, bouncing off the exponential moving averages, and if we continue higher, phenomenal. So the Qs, we've been in the Qs since kind of back in here, and at 102 and some change. And so today we gapped up to about 104.59. The stop is and was still in place under the 10 exponential, but a lot of people did take some profit today, which I think was really a great thing to do. And on the IWM, if we're looking at a weekly chart, I still do think that this is some type of flag pattern on a weekly chart. Likely do anticipate us going a little bit higher, but again, just so much resistance right here. And since the market is bullish, I'm expecting the IWM to continue to pound out this resistance, trade sideways for a little bit over the holidays, maybe pop up higher into 120. And then if and when the IWM ever does break out of this resistance, it really could lead the way quite strongly with some really, really good moves in the market. So that'll be very interesting to see if that does indeed play out. Let's talk about two trades that I got into during the trading floor today. One was GPS and one was GameStop. And today was a risk mitigation day. We did very, very well at mitigating our risk throughout the day. If we just average it out, probably lost only 1 R, which is a good day. It's a good risk mitigation day, right? Only losing 1 R, right? You still have your account, you still have your house, you still have your shirt. You didn't lose your shirt. Everything is just fine. Now, in the morning, most of the real life traders out there were just absolutely destroying it, just crushing it. GameStop was another one. Arthur Pierce got a chance to squeak out 1 R, but this was a beautiful gap and go on GameStop. If you come in on the 5 minutes, it gapped and it went. Just beautiful move down and traded up, and this is where we started going short in the afternoon, and it just didn't roll over fully, which is okay, right? 10 times out of 10, I will take this exact trade and mitigate my risk, and the ones that works out, great, and the ones that don't, no big deal. This Gap Incorporated was another one. Gap had a very nice gap. Get it? Here was our exact entry on gap, and again, phenomenal risk mitigation because you see that it did pull up farther. But this was another enormously beautiful gap and go on the 5-minute chart, the 1-minute chart, however you want to look at it. Just a perfect gap and go based on the free day trading videos that I do have on the reallifetrading.com website. Stock gap down. People made just stupid money right here, and then traded up, and I thought it was going to roll back over. So I actually entered approximately right there bearish, hoping for the rollover, but it did continue up, and I got stopped out. Ladies and gentlemen, was that a good thing that I got stopped out? Yes, of course. Of course it was. That's the point, right? Get stopped out, mitigate your risk, and go to the trades that pay you, like ARUN. I personally did not get a chance to do this one either. I didn't get a chance to trade at all this morning. I love usually trading on Friday, but I did have some other appointments that were pretty pressing that I had to deal with this morning. But either way, ARUN, another just phenomenal gap and go. It was a gap and go because anyone who bought in here was immediately trapped, and it gapped down. Rick Konzinski just destroyed this trade. As it gapped down, got in short at about 1983, which is right there, and just continued to free fall the rest of the day. So another phenomenal trade. Really good ones that set up this morning. And TLT, let's hop over to TLT. I believe this is the bonds trade, TLT. Okay, so I do not have that chart preloaded, so I'll go ahead and load that now. And let's see what other ones. ABV, that's the other one I'll look at. I don't think I have that one loaded either, so I'll go ahead and pull that one up. But overall, TLT is the bond. I think it's probably creeping a little bit higher potentially, and or pulling back a little bit since the market is going up. But I'll go ahead and pull this up, and I'll go also look at ABBV since it's trending on StockTwits. And TLT, is that today? Yeah, so TLT has a nice little pop. So if we hop over to the exponential moving averages on the 20-year Treasury bond, I think it's interesting that this was trending on StockTwits. I don't personally trade the TLT, not that that matters, but we did make a higher high and a higher low today, and I do think the market could absolutely use and take and have and afford a pullback, and if the TLT would go higher if the market does pull back potentially over the next few days or weeks during the holiday season, or at least during Thanksgiving. But we have a really nice candle. I like to call this candle a new white soldier. It's a white candle that opens and closes above the prior day. Black candles close. My intraday entry would be approximately right about here. So let's go ahead and format that. Make this an intraday entry. And the stop, the tightest, the loosest that I would place my stop would be under the 50 exponential. So that would be the loose as I would place it. The tightest that I would place it would be, the tightest I would place it would be approximately $19 and some change. And ultimately, I'm looking for a little bit of this. Boom, boom, and then boom. Maybe back up into about 124.50 and some change. So it'll be interesting to see how and if that actually plays out on TLT. So I'm going to go ahead and save that chart. TLTJN. All right, and ABBV. Wow, this thing is also just kind of screaming. So ABBV, I think it would be best to look for a target. Obviously, we're chasing if we're getting in now, but this is a beautiful retest gap right here. So you can see white candle, gaps up, retest of that gap, and a phenomenal buying candle, right? Nice little new white soldier, opens and closes above the prior day black candles close. So if you got in on ABB, let's just go ahead and find really quick a nice little target for our fibs. And I think we could use, this one, this range right about here. I will go from here to here and back to there. That looks pretty good. I think I'm going to use this one. So we already went through the 1618. Next target would be the 2 extension of that wave, which is about 68.72, and that will be a really nice target on ABBV. A lot of people taking a lot of profits at the moment on the market. Apple, sold off a little bit today. I'm in a Google bear call spread. Netflix sold off a little bit farther, so that's looking nice. Facebook, I'm in Facebook. That's still kind of hanging out as well. So it's just interesting. I'll be filling you guys in as well during the next few days and weeks and years and months of real life trading. But I'm super excited about the momentum. And guys, thank you so much for your support and your encouragement. As always, I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Have a phenomenal weekend. Next week, the trading floor is only open in for a few days since there is a holiday, mostly Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll be off. And then we'll regain come December. So students from around the world, have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the upcoming Thanksgiving. And be safe, travel well, and remember, love life, live life, and trade it. I'll see you Monday, and then after that will be the holidays, and I'll probably be sending out some intermediate emails between now and then. So have a good one, guys. I love you. You rock.